Hi, my name is Ashish, and in this video, we will see implementing platform protection with secure admin access in Azure. So let me just quickly log on to the portal and take it from there. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to deploy the Azure VM, a Linux VM. But before that, I'm going to use Putty to generate the key pair that I'm going to use. So I'm going to do this. So what happens is like SSH is an encrypted connection protocol that allows secure sign-ins over unsecured connections. So the more secure and preferred method of connecting to a VM using SSH is by using a public-private key pair, also known as SSH keys. The public key is placed on the Linux VM or any other service that we wish to use with public key. The private key would be on the local system is used by an SSH client to verify the identity. So I'm going to first of all create SSH keys with Purdygen. If you have not installed, please install Purdygen on your laptop. So by default, the Purdygen would generate a 2048-bit SSH2 RSA key. I'm going to click on Purdygen here. I'm going to click on generate. It says please generate some randomness by moving the mouse. I'm going to wait for it. So the public key is generated. I'm going to optionally enter and confirm a password. We will be prompted for this password when we authenticate to the VM with the private SSH key. So make sure you remember it. Okay. Make sure that you remember it because if you forget, there is no way to recover the password. The public key is displayed at the top. This is the public key. This box. So if I'm gonna, you see here, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna click on copy. I will open up a notepad and paste it here. Okay. I'm going to click on save public key and I will save it on my desktop. I'm going to create a new folder which would be key dash pair, and I will create public this. I'm going to click on save private key. Save public key. All right. Now that we have used it, I'm going to click on copy again. Now I will deploy a Linux VM in the Azure portal. Let's say I'm going to go with Ubuntu Server 18.04 LTS. I will create a new resource group. It will be my resource group. Virtual machine name, my VM-Linux. Let me go for the, you can go for the East US. Now it says administrator account authenticate type SSH public key. Right, so now you click on SSH public key. SSH public key pair, use existing public key and you paste your public key here. that you have copied from here while you generated it at the beginning of this video, right? You come here, you have pasted your public key, SSH 22 would be open. Click on next disk. Then let me open up one more port as well, HTTP port 80. Disk would be next. Let it be default. Go on to networking. Let this be default. Management. Make sure that everything is off. Click on next. Click on next on the tags. Click on next on review create. And you click on create. It will take few minutes for the VM to be deployed. When the deployment is finished, we'll move to the next section. So I'm going to pause this video and come back as soon as it is done. Okay, the deployment is done. And if you would click here, you click on go to resource. Okay, the one way to make an SSH connection to your Linux VM from Windows is to use an SSH client. This is the preferred method, if you have an SSH client installed on your Windows system, or if you use the SSH tools in Bash in Azure Cloud Shell. If you prefer a GUI based tool, you can connect with PuTTY. So now that you are on your virtual machine, you note down the public IP address here and you find PuTTY if you have already installed that. If you have not, please download it and install. When you have launched the PuTTY, you can enter the IP address, the public IP address of your VM here. The port number is 22. If you remember, we opened up the port as well. So now if you would come under the SSH, you click on auth. Private key file for authentication, you go to your private key file location. Remember, I saved it on my desktop. Here it is. Save it here. You click on open. Okay. It will open up to, it will log in as. It was Azure user. I think I have to change it. So if you would say SSH, ensure you have read-only access to the private key. chmod 400 azure user dot pem. Okay, now it is asking me to enter the passphrase. Make sure that you remember what was the passphrase. I will try to connect. See, I'm able to connect to this VM. Azure user at my VM dash Linux, the name of my VM. If you would have created another user, you would be able to do it. So if I do sudo su, I have the root credentials, yum update. If I run yum update, if I do app install yum, you can update the connections as well. So this is how you connect to a Linux VM after generating a private public key pair. I hope you liked this video. If you have any further queries, please mention them in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Have a good day.